Jesselie B. Anderson began life in Layton, Utah. She grew up surrounded by a large, close-knit family that provided a loving foundation for her life.
I had a wonderful childhood, a large extended family of cousins and aunts and uncles and grandparents and deep roots in the community.
In no uncertain terms, Jesselie's parents impressed upon her and her 5 siblings the importance of an education.
We knew we had to work hard in school or we were going to get in trouble at home because it was so important.
Her love of politics and the political process comes from her father, who served the state legislature. Evenings around the dinner table were often forums for political issues.
Campaigns and elections were very much our everyday conversation over dinner. I think it instilled in us that you have a voice, and if you participate, you can help make things happen.
There are a number of good universities in Utah, but as far as Jesselie was concerned, there was only one for her.
I always knew I wanted to go to the U because my parents had both attended the U, and I especially knew that I wanted to go and I wanted to be active in the Greek system. The security of kind of having a ready-made set of friends, I felt connected from day one.
She majored in education and studied to be a teacher. But perhaps from her family's influence, she was drawn to Washington, D.C. She turned a summer job into 12 years working in our nation's capital.
Wonderful experiences. I'm so glad that the U has the Hinckley Institute and the opportunities in a formal way to encourage that kind of an opportunity for young people.
Jesselie has given freely of her energy and time to serve on so many boards and causes, from the Arts and Parks Preservation Committee to the zoo. Literally A to Z and so many in between. But it was her role on the board of the Natural History Museum of Utah that dramatically changed the face of the museum.
It became very clear that the museum needed a proper museum building. We had priceless artifacts. There was no specialized heating or protection.
Drawing upon her experience in government, Jesselie went back to Washington to get the funding for a new state-of-the-art museum. She found an ally in Congressman Jim Hansen. In the final session of his congressional career, on the final item of the final session of Congress, they were able to secure $10 million from the federal government.
Then we felt some confidence. It was just a gradual taking the next step.
And after a long march, asking private donors and longtime supporters of the U for the remaining money required, the building was funded and finished. The museum serves as a proper arbiter of the natural and cultural artifacts we hope to preserve long into the future. It has spread knowledge and joy across the state to people of all ages and backgrounds.
I'm beyond surprised at the impact the museum has had. The museum is really an introduction to the state of Utah.
After an education that blessed her life in so many ways, she is grateful to be recognized by the university where it all began.
It means a great deal to me, and I'll be forever humbled. I love the quote by John Adams, "Education should teach you to make a living, but it should also teach you to live." And my experience at the U really taught me how to live, and my life has been so much richer because of it.
And the lives of so many Utahns are all the better because of Jesselie.